It's a double whammy for the national capital. As sweltering heatwave conditions continue, Delhi has been reeling under acute water scarcity as well. Unfortunately, the situation isn't going to improve much in the coming days. Taps are running dry. People queuing up around tankers seems to be the new normal in most areas. Now, the Delhi government has been blaming the Haryana government for not releasing enough water, appealing to them on humanitarian grounds. There's also a legal case going on. The Haryana government in turn has said that the present scarcity in Delhi is largely because of the mismanagement of the water it releases by the city itself, and that it's already releasing more than what it's supposed to. A full-blown political war is on, but we don't know exactly who will take accountability for what is happening and end the suffering for the people. Let me first show you the extent of the crisis. It's not really limited to just some parts of the national capital where it may be routine to have, tankers and tanker mafia rule the roost, especially in summers. So from Geeta Colony and Okla to the posh Vasant Vihar area, situation is the same. Patel Nagar in West Delhi, upmarket Mehroli in South Delhi, all areas are now rationing their water. 40% reduction in water supply from Tilak Marg and Bengali Market underground reservoirs is leaving residents and businesses scrambling to adjust. Remember, already the Delhi government also came out with some diktats about how you can use your water and otherwise. Chanakyapuri, in the heart of the capital, is also witnessing a scramble behind water tankers. This year, the temperatures have broken many records, but the water crisis is not new, say many residents. It's the same story for many every year. So why is there no solution? First up, here's how bad the crisis is. As per the Delhi Jal Board, their claims have been, of course, contested. The water requirement is 129 crore gallons per day. The water being received, according to them, is 96.9 crore gallons per day. So the water shortage per day is 32 crore gallons itself. That is, of course, causing the situation in the national capital. But the question we ask today is, why is there a blame game every time we talk about something in the national capital? Why is it that we see intense politics on it, but hardly any solutions till the matter subsides on its own? That we take with our guests in just a bit.
मैंने प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी से ये विनम्र निवेदन किया है कि वो दिल्ली के लोगों को पानी दिलवाएं।
मूल कारण दिल्ली का भ्रष्टाचार है। जल बोर्ड 600 करोड़ के फायदे में मिला था अरविंद केजरीवाल को, आज 73,000 करोड़ के घाटे पे है, लोन पे है, तो कहाँ गया वो पैसा?
RP Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP, continues with us. Anmol Panwar, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, is joining us. Anand Arya, climate and water expert, will be with us in just a bit. Anmol, let me begin with you. There is a court case going on, and while you can appeal on humanitarian grounds to all the neighboring states that, have a water sharing agreement as far as Delhi is concerned, all of that is fine. But, the Council for Haryana and the centre in court has pointed out that out of the 100 litres of water that Delhi gets, only 48.65 litres reaches the public in the capital. The rest is lost due to leakage or tanker mafia or theft by industrial units. Why doesn't the Delhi government at least come out and explain this?
Shivani ji, first of all, we all know that Delhi being a landlocked city and in a semi-arid zone, it primarily relies on the water from neighboring states. 90% of its water requirements is met by the state. And that is the agreement which was signed 30 years back by the 5 states, by the chief ministers of the 5 states. Now, as far as leakage and 48% wastage is concerned, that is an entirely
52% wastage. 48% reaches the public.
That is a fallacious argument. Had it been so, then it would have created a flood-like situation. 52% wastage. That is non-revenue water.
No, 52% is not wastage. 52% includes leakages plus theft of that water.
Not at all. This is what I am stating, that this is a fallacious argument. It is only non-revenue water which is not billed, but it is available for utilization. And as far as leakage is concerned, the Delhi government in last 8 years have changed pipelines, 3,500 kilometers of leaked pipelines. We set up a leakage and detection cell in which in last only 6 months, more than 2,000 such instances have been dealt with and leakages have been corrected. So the only problem which we are facing is that Haryana government must supply 650 million gallons per day of water to Delhi government, whereas from 18th June onward, we are only receiving 513 million gallons per day of water.
Okay, you know, I'm not understanding how I can deal with this he said, she said, because there's a court case going on. You have taken the Haryana government to court precisely on this issue, that you are not getting your sufficient requirement from Haryana. We haven't really heard the court admonish Haryana on this or anything. They are saying that the Yamuna board should meet and, you know, should see what the solution can be. In fact, that board is also apprised of the water that supposedly was supposed to come from Himachal, and they are asking Himachal Pradesh how much extra they are releasing. No, my point is this. My point is this. No, I want the BJP also to respond on this. The point is this, that AAP will say something, BJP will say something. There is no way for the common public to understand who's saying the honest truth.
I need 10 seconds to respond.
Yeah.
The Honorable Supreme Court on 13th June admitted the fact that there's water issue in Delhi. And he directed the Delhi government to make a representation to Upper Yamuna Canal Board. The Himachal Pradesh government has agreed to send 137 cusecs of water. Then why is the Haryana government obstructing that water to Delhi?
That's exactly the case I'm pointing to. No, that's exactly what I'm pointing to, because again, the Haryana government representative has told the court that this issue about Himachal wanting to give extra water to Delhi, the board, the Upper Yamuna board is apprised of that matter. This matter is pending before them, which has asked the Himachal Pradesh government to give details of this additional water that the state is willing to supply to Delhi. So, you know, this is just legally there is a case going on. It should be sorted out there. If there were such clear, glaring examples of who's not doing their part, it would have been sorted by now, but I don't know what to say, whether that works or doesn't work. 1 second. Can I ask RP Singh? RP Singh.
The Haryana government to answer that why are they obstructing? Why are they not facilitating the water to Delhi?
No,
but the
Solicitor General Tushar Mehta is suggesting that that water has not been released. It's been promised. Has Himachal released that water?
It has not been released because the Haryana government has outrightly refused to facilitate the water to Delhi.
So that's what I'm pointing out. The BJP representative will respond to that, but in court, surely in court people are not lying. At least that is my assessment, right? In court, they will not commit perjury by saying things that are inaccurate. So they have said that this matter is pending before the Yamuna board. But RP Singh, please respond to this. Why is the Haryana government being obstructionist? This agreement is between UP, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Himachal. Why is it that the Aam Aadmi Party is only raising the concern with Haryana?
Rajasthan as well.
Rajasthan, yes.
Because they always do that. It's 9.5 years they're in power. They can't resolve the issues of city. They promised they will make Delhi as London, and they have turned Delhi as Somalia. So they keep doing this again and again. They keep pointing fingers at others where they don't do what they have to do as a party in ruling from 9.5 years. Ask them how many new treatment plants have they done made in Delhi in last 9.5 years? None. And then what is the capacity of Delhi to treat water is only 1000 mgd. But whereas the supply is almost into 1290 mgd. So where is that rest of the water will be treated? So we all know the problem lies with the distribution system, problem lies with the treatment system of the city, problem lies with the no money being spent. Rather, Delhi Jal Board has been used as a milking cow for making money. I mean, company which
question
has
is,
700
are
crore
you
rupees
willing
profit
to buy
has
what
turned into a
people of
loss-making
Delhi or
company
not?
today. So they
But the
are
moot
not
question
doing their
is,
job
are
and
you
they are
willing
pointing
to
fingers at
supply
others.
water
And
to
it's
people
not
of
new.
Delhi or
It's
not?
every year. Just wait for some more
The
time,
Delhi
another
government
10
has
days or
made a
15 days.
humanitarian
I'm
request to the
telling you
Haryana
today, Delhi
government.
will be flooded. Delhi will be flooded by the
believe in the
rainwater.
spirit of
Mr. Please,
cooperative
I never
federalism?
interrupted you.
One by one,
Sir,
please.
stop.
One by one.
Shivani, you have to stop this anarchist in between.
Yeah, one by
No,
one.
he is behaving like anarchist, like his leader who's in jail now.
Your government has created
I never
anarchy.
interrupted.
They are not bothered about
You
the
are behaving like anarchist, like your leader who's in jail. Arvind Kejriwal is in jail because of anarchism.
You have
He
not
thinks
even
he's above law,
considered the
and you are doing the
humanitarian
same.
request made by the Delhi
One
government.
minute. Anmol, can I just come in? Listen,
Can
I
I-
don't want to do.
Shivani, you
Can
have
I
to-
just come
you have
in?
to-
One second. Anmol, you got your fair say.
No, Shivani, you have to
Let's not
low
insult
respect.
others on
I'm
the
sorry,
show.
then I'm not
Yes,
going to part of the debate.
I'll be saying I get your point, and I'll try my best that nobody speaks over you. But my point is
No,
also
can I
this.
complete? Shivani,
No,
allow
one
me to
second.
complete.
But you didn't
Shivani,
answer
give me
my
a second and allow me to
question.
complete,
No,
please.
I will. But you didn't answer my question.
Can I-
It's plain and simple. Is Haryana releasing the water it's supposed to? Is it willing to cooperate so that Himachal water can come to Delhi or not? The Haryana government should make it clear.
110%. Whatever water Himachal releases, it will be forwarded to Haryana. Haryana can't hold water. Haryana will not hold water. Haryana can't hold water because it has its own capacities. It can't hold water with beyond a capacity. But what I was going to tell you is, wait for another 10 days, 15 days. When the rain falls, there will be 155 spaces usually overflooded in Delhi, and it's year after year it happens. And thereafter 2.5 months, it will be pollution in city. And then again they'll point fingers toward the Haryana or toward UP that they are burning stubble. So there's a very easy way out for them to point fingers at others than doing what they are supposed to do.
Okay, Anand Arya is also with us. Anand, is the problem going to get solved only when we have rains in Delhi? Apparently, the groundwater situation in Delhi is also not anything to write home about. There's a recent report that talks about how 99% of the groundwater in Delhi has already been extracted. So there are no reserves. But are rains our only savior, or do you think there are other solutions, but politics is making those solutions a casualty?
You see, what we normally use one expression, Ram Bharose. I think the public of Delhi is essentially Ram Bharose now. This government, I mean, if you look at it, the management of the water for supply into Delhi, there are several parts of it. One is the governance part of it, that whatever is available, you make the best use of it. Has the government done that? No, it has not done that. And then again, it is a blame game all the time. I mean, what stops from the Delhi government minister or one of the chief secretaries or the secretary to fly over to Himachal, sit with the concerned officials and see that that water which they promised is released properly through the canal, Munna Canal, so that we do have the water which is with the Haryana now, and then Haryana has no business, otherwise it will be held for contempt of court of the Supreme Court. Because they have promised that whatever we receive, we will release. And from whatever statistics which has been given to me, you see, the two things surprised me. One, that every time Aam Aadmi Party always says that the blame lies somewhere else. And they will never give you the facts. Can they say that each day so much of cassettes of water is being released to them? No, I have not heard that. Now, the question is that what are the sources of water? Now, the sources of water are basically three. Or four, basically. One, that you get it from the Yamuna Canal, you get it from Ganga, and you get it from Nangal Dam. I mean, this provides the nucleus and the total availability of the water, majority part of it. Now, the rest is what you have to conserve the rainwater. Now, conserving the rainwater, there are two ways of doing it. One, that Delhi is actually blessed because Wazirabad, Old Delhi Railway, railway bridge, then ITO bridge, then the Nizamuddin bridge, then the Okhla bridge. I mean, this provides you almost 10,500 hectares of area where you can store water for the for the rainwater all the time
Yeah.
and use it in emergencies like this.
Yeah.
Now,
So
this is
what
what I want.
preparations? No, what
No,
preparations have?
I'll tell you, I have been telling these people
Huh.
right from the year 2004. And in 2014, when I, the 15 दिन की जो 40 दिन की सरकार थी,
Huh.
I met Mr. Kejriwal on some another issue. And then I mentioned, and he says, okay, if that is so, please send me a concept paper, which I did to him. And unfortunately, from May 28, 2014 till May 29, 2024, not an action has been taken on that concept paper.
No, that's
Concept is very
precisely
simple.
the prices. That's precisely the question I wanted to ask the AAP representative. You came to power in Delhi on the promise that this is a collective of individuals who have, no personal gains from politics at their heart. These are professionals, intelligent people. Arvind Kejriwal himself, from the IRS, etc. But what are those radical solutions that you have incorporated or executed in Delhi to solve its age-old problems? I don't see any.
Shivani ji, let me present you some facts. In Delhi, the water capacity increased from 840 million gallons per day in 2014 to 1,005 million gallons per day in 2023. More than 5,200 kilometers of pipeline has been laid in unauthorized colonies. 2,100 kilometers of pipelines have been laid in villages, in rural areas.
But when there is no water, what are you going to do with those pipes?
Let me complete. We have mandated the implementation of water harvesting in around 9,688 government premises. More than 7,500 premises have water harvesting treatment plant, water harvesting setup, and we have also made it mandatory for the people in any of the land more than 100 square meters to have water harvesting facility. And in case they do not abide by it, a penalty of 1.5% is levied on them. And
but where are the large water harvesting services of the Delhi government? It's very easy to penalize the public that already, doesn't have the kind of facility or the money financially to execute these kind of solutions. I'm not saying that they should get a free pass. But my question, very quickly, Anmol, my question, please answer this, please. I request you. The perception of the Aam Aadmi Party government is, over the last 10 years, uninterrupted government in Delhi, is that for everything that Delhi faces, there are no long-term solutions offered by you. You just blame everybody else. That's the perception.
Shivani ji, the fact is that Haryana government, it's not that we blame anyone without any basis. There's a basis why we are saying that it is the responsibility of Haryana government, because with a population of 3 crore, they get 6,500 million gallons per day of water, while Delhi, having more than 2 crore population, gets only 1,500 million gallons per day of water. This agreement, which was signed by the Chief Minister of 5 states 30 years back, was because there's a problem of water in Delhi since last 3 decades.
Yeah, and what have you done about it?
This is why the Honorable Supreme Court has time and again said that whenever there's water scarcity in Delhi, then the water must be released to Delhi first and then to other states.
No, my point is exactly this. These hearings have been going on for some time. If it was actually found that the state, particularly states like Haryana, were not releasing the fair share for Delhi, I think there would have been some reprimand by now. But Anand Arya raised his hand. I have 30 seconds for you, then I'll give the final word to RP Singh as well. Anand Arya.
I have one question.
One second, Anmol, one second. Anand only, please. Yes.
You see, the question is that of governance here. Now, if they say that this much is the requirement, what is it that they have done in the last 10 years? I mean, to make sure that the supply of water is augmented, number one. Number two, on the groundwater, of which I have studied a lot, I can tell you this, that had they completed the sewage treatment plants as directed by the NGT in January 2016 by 2017 September, then today they would have a capacity of, I don't know how many billions or millions of gallons per
Okay.
day they could have drawn from the ground, which they have done very little.
Okay.
Because all those 42 nalas are still falling without any treatment into the
Yeah,
Yamuna.
you know, and all of that pipe laying is one thing, but if there is no water that you have for it, then those pipes are useless. RP Singh, I have 20 seconds left. Please, your final word on this.
Well, I was shocked at the new terminology named water harvesting treatment plant. This shows what sort of propaganda material they use. The Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson uses, and then he's telling all crap. I mean, there's no pipeline being laid today. Their MLAs make huge, humongous money by colliding with
not
water
like this,
tanker
only
mafia. And they came with a promise, they came with the oath that we will demolish water tank mafia. Mr. Kejriwal is on record saying that I will ensure that Sheila Dixit get punishment because she is colluded with water tank mafia.
Okay.
Today, their MLAs are colluding with the same water tanker mafia. And then not only that, because it is easy for them to ensure that water goes to water tank, because every water tank which reaches any colony or any hutment area, it makes money for them.
Okay,
And the
all
money
right.
in return goes to the MLAs and the political leaders.
You know,
in the system.
ultimately, it's
But
about the
key
fact
issue
whether the
is-
Aam Aadmi Party believes that blaming everybody else is going to win them the trust of the public in Delhi, or is that trust going to be eroded after a point? And it's a unique situation where the government in power in Delhi is threatening an unshan, even though they're in charge of water in the national capital. But I'll leave it at that. I do thank all of our guests for joining us.